Yeah. Yep. Hello again, Mill.
Hello, welcome back. Wow, we did need a little bit of a break there after that last series. I don't know if you guys were watching. I hope you were watching. That was probably one of the best series that I have ever had the pleasure of watching, and I'm so glad I got to cast it.
Yeah, exhilarating. Like, take my breath away. I was speechless by the end of that game. I know a few times we just went off like during the action and were completely breathless by the end of it.
I know there were a couple of times I finished a thought and I had to like get some air back.
Yeah, that was really fun to watch, and I'm super psyched to see how the finals go as well. But right now, we are playing to see who's going to move on to the finals of the lower bracket.
And who do we have playing in our next game? Uh-oh, did I lose you again? Are you there?
No, I'm here. Sorry.
All right, no worries. You're just scaring me there.
I gotta send a message.
No worries. We're just hanging out.
All right. Sorry, where were we?
I asked you which teams we're going to be playing.
Oh, right. So we've got the PSISTORM Dragoons versus Mallow Oats, and this is not the first time that they have played against each other.
Oh, little bit of a redemption game, huh?
Uh-huh. Sorry, that says 0-1, but that should not say that. I gotta reset the score here down to 0-0.
It's been a long day. We've had quite a bit of casting today.
Chaos Pigeon says, it's been a long day, I don't remember every name. And we are on the same page, Chaos. It has been a long day, but it has been a long day full of so many exciting games. Thanks again to PSISTORM for helping this happen. I don't know about you, but I am super glad that we got to do this today.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's not even a question. This has been so much fun. I've really been enjoying doing these final games, casting them with you. It's always a lot of fun to be casting with another person, and also you. I really appreciate you being here with me.
Aw, thanks, man. You can come visit me anytime over here in Ontario if you want.
I've been thinking about Canada a little bit more lately, just in the past few days.
I have air conditioning.
You do? Oh wait, that sounds really nice actually. Do you actually need AC there though?
Not really.
Does it get hot? Okay.
Well, not right now, I don't. But I'm using it anyway because what the hell?
Why not? All right, it looks like both teams are ready here, and it looks like we're hopping into the draft. Were you ready for that?
Oh yeah, I was.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
All right. So we have. Oh shit! The Dragoons have the wrong icon. My bad, guys. All right, there's a lot of updating to do here today. Okay. First band coming out immediately, the Probius band.
Is that for? Oh, yep. There's Crispy. I was looking for that name.
Is there any other Probius player in this tournament? I don't think so.
I kind of want to see the Probius now. It feels like it's been hyped up so much with all of these bands.
I don't want to see what the win rate has been on the Probius this tournament. Let's
can
let's
we
have
take
a
a look
quick
at
look.
it?
Yeah, it looks
Does it
like
tell you the ban rate too?
75% win rate, 4% ban rate, and 5% pick rate.
You know, all of those bans, all 4% were from their games. I bet you anything.
Yeah, I'd bet money on that too. I would bet a golden iPhone on it.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna get our first pick of the game here for the side of Mallow Oats in just a second here. Is my mic not being picked up on stream?
Sounds really nice, actually. Do you actually need AC
Oh,
there?
man, no.
Has it just been
not really?
Just me laughing at nothing
Nope.
all of
Nope.
this time?
Nope.
Okay,
Chat's just messing with me.
Oh wait, you know, you just made me remember. You never guessed my pun, my joke.
Oh shoot! Somebody who lives just under a mouth.
I didn't know. So
it's Chen. It's Chen.
It's Chen. Yes. Ah, you did it. I'm so proud of you.
Okay, you could probably repeat the question because people probably didn't actually hear it.
Yeah, we need some context here, don't we? So the question is, what hero can you always find directly under a mouth? And the answer was Chen. You did it.
Chen.
I'm proud of you.
Oh man, I feel so good now. I can sleep easy, finally.
All right, we're a little behind on announcing this draft here. Puns do come first, but it looks like for the side of Dragoons, they're going to pick up gambling. They're going to pick up Vala and Hogger. And on Mallow Oats, we have a Blaze being picked up, a Tychus, as well as an Anduin.
Nice picks here. I like those picks so far in Infernal Shrines. Do you think we're gonna see a Kerrigan pick here?
I mean, I don't want to get my hopes up. My heart has already been broken enough times tonight, watching these Infernal Shrines games going without a Kerrigan. But I can only hope, you know?
That's true. You can only hope.
Solid ban coming from the side of Dragoons. I would not want to deal with a hammer with this team comp either.
Yep. Sorry, I am just keeping track of all of these picks here. And it looks like in our second round of picks for the Dragoons, we are going to see... You think it's going to be Chaos picking up? Another Anubrak.
It is. Who also has had a very, very high pick rate during this tournament, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if those stats have been completely updated now. I'd be curious to see how that's going to turn out by tomorrow. Senpai now picking up the Brightwing.
We have our last two picks coming from the side of Mallow Oats here. They're running out their timer just a little bit.
That's perfectly fine. This is what they need to do. They need to think really hard about what they want to not deal with and what they should pick.
All right, so we have a Falstad being picked up as well as a Muradin on the side of Mallow Oats.
Solid picks.
Yeah, I can only expect that we're gonna see a light bomb coming out from that Anduin. There's so many good targets to put that light bomb on.
Yeah, I love seeing the Hogger on this map. I think that's probably my favorite part of this entire draft so far. There's just nothing better than seeing a Hogger spin infinitely around the edges of an Infernal Shrines.
I mean, assuming that you're not on the other team, I have played against Crispy's Hogger on this map, and it is especially annoying, especially since I like playing Kerrigan on this map. There's not really much I can do about it.
What do you mean? You can infinitely Q to him, can't you?
No, it doesn't work like that.
Dang, that's too bad. But now we're going to go into the game.
We don't see the Kerrigan pick.
It's okay, Milk. Maybe in the finals.
Maybe. I can only hope.
In the meantime, let's get excited about these two drafts. Which one do you think pulls ahead?
You know, I actually like the Mallow Oats draft here, mostly just for this sick wombo that they could have lined up here. I think seeing a Light Bomb go on any of these heroes that have the ability to dash in could set their team up to deal an immense amount of damage. I think I might have to give the draft to them.
Well, let's find out. First, let's introduce our teams. Go ahead, Milk.
All right, on the left side, for the side of the Dragoons in blue, we have Chaos Pigeon on Anubarak, Crispy on Hogger, Senpai on Brightwing, Gambling on Vala, and Bramble on the Orphea.
And on the right side of the map, in red, we have ST Terminator on the Blaze. We have Sonic Bro 33 on Tychus. We have Sulskiddo on Anduin. We've got Pie Maker on that Falstad, and Crafty Devil on Murden.
All right, both teams looking to do a little bit of brawling in the mid lane. I'd like to take a look at these talents. Let's see what we have here. Vala, interesting, going a W build.
Yeah, a little bit better for clearing all of those skeletal defenders. Not a bad choice on this map, actually. I like it quite a bit.
All right, both teams just looking to soak these lanes here. Looks like the Dragoons are a little ahead on the rotate here. Senpai getting a little cut out from this Murden, but Murden now looking like he might be in a little bit of trouble. He's going to jump out, and just to be safe, that Anduin is going to pull him out as well, putting that Leap of Faith on a little bit of a cooldown.
A little bit of friendly banter in the chat here. Both teams going straight to their camps, their siege camps in mid here. I don't think that there's going to be any chance for actually invading. I think they're about to finish those camps almost at the exact same time. So, good timing on these teams to pick those up.
Once again, we have the Mallow Oats rotating down to this bottom lane. Murden leaping in, looking for a stun. He isn't able to find it. And now Gambling is also rotating down. They're going to back off. They have already got what they wanted down here with that minion wave, and they're going to rotate back up into the mid lane.
Yeah, not too much to be gained in bottom lane. It looks like the Dragoons are going to go ahead and pick up that camp in the bottom since they feel like they have control over that lane right now. But Tychus is rotating down. It's going to be a 3 versus 3. Not quite in time to invade, though.
Yeah, you know, and if they were able to get onto that that camp in time, we always do have the fly from Falstad. If they're communicating well enough, he can always fly in at a moment's notice.
A bit of an early pickup on this Bruiser camp up here, actually, for the Dragoons. Usually you want to wait a little bit longer for that so that it's pushing at the same time as the objective, but I guess this being a top objective, it isn't that critical that that be timed perfectly.
Yeah, you know, in fact, it might be able to get ahead and deal a little bit of damage before the rest of the team rotates up.
Just gonna follow these teams as they rotate up here.
Dragoons rotating up to the top, looking at that Blaze. Good pull coming out from that Anduin, pulling Blaze out of harm's way.
Yeah, fun little interaction there, but nobody goes down. A little bit of damage being pushed out, but Gambling now is in a lot of trouble. Alright, well, yep. One down.
Pie Maker making his way up. Now we have a 5v4 for at least a few more seconds here. This is going to allow Mallow Oats to get a little bit of a head start on this top objective.
Yeah, Pie Maker coming up here to feed that Vala some humble pie.
Nice.
Thanks. Still got it, even though I'm exhausted.
Yep, we're making it. We're doing it. Mallow Oats now having 35 of these minions in the top objective here. They are able to pick up this first Punisher, and you can only hope for this it is going to be a frozen Punisher. They're going to be able to get a little more of a push here with that jumping in and freezing these towers and freezing the fort here.
Yeah, really well played by Chaos Pigeon, using his cooldowns efficiently to be able to pull that Punisher over the wall and actually even dodging the stun as well.
Yeah, Mallow Oats, knowing when they need to leave, they're going to back off as that Punisher goes down, and it looks like they might have their eyes set on... I thought they were going to go for that camp, but no, they're going to rotate down. It looks like they're going to get their siege camp instead.
Yeah, not a bad call. This could turn into an invade relatively quickly here from the PSISTORM Dragoons. They're all in a pretty decent position.
Chaos Pigeon is looking. He's scoping it out. He's going to get rooted and stunned from that blaze, but he is able to get in still, and the enemy team is taking quite a bit of damage there. And it looks like they're going to lose their Anduin as well as their Tychus as well as their camp.
Yeah, now it's the turn of Mallow Oats to eat apple pie, because how do they like them apples?
Well, you're doing great.
Alright, okay. Please cancel me. Please cancel me.
I enjoyed it. It was good. I hope I didn't discourage you. Please tell more great, not terrible jokes.
Alright, level 10's picked up here, way ahead of Mallow Oats by the Dragoons. They still have half a level to go before they can even think about going toe-to-toe with the Dragoons right now.
They are getting it quick. Look at this massive experience gain. Looks like they're going to be picking up their level 10s as well here. Anubarak is going to go in on that Muradin, but once again, that Anduin is able to pull him out of harm's way, and he is going to be just fine. The Pie Maker also rotating down just for a little extra support. Blaze getting caught out a little bit here. Very amazing gust coming out from the Falstad, giving him the peel that he needed to get away after coming out of his bunker.
That did force out 2 heroic abilities, though, with relatively long cooldowns. So this does give the Dragoons a little bit of an advantage on the map right now. They know they can be a little bit more ballsy, knowing that 2 of the enemy team members don't have the ability to drop their most powerful abilities.
And it looks like they are well aware of that. They're just going to stay back. It looks like they're going to just pick up their camp here as this objective is coming up. But that is going to give the Dragoons the ability to push in a little bit into this bottom lane, into the bottom fort.
And now we've got Crispy just getting ready to set up around this objective. He wants that infinite spin. I can taste it. Look at him just standing inside of that circle. There he goes!
There it is! You called it immediately. He is taking a little bit of damage. They're doing their best to burst him down as he's going down. He's going to come out of that infinite spin. But this Muradin, once again, taking a lot of damage, but he is going to be pulled out by the Anduin. Paulson also taking a lot of damage. We're going to have Bunker being dropped as well as the Odin. Lots of ultimates being used here. Blaze, great stun, stunning 3 of the enemy team. The rest of his team isn't quite able to follow up on it, but both teams just whittling down this objective.
Great stun on the Tychus right as the light bomb got put on him, putting that ability kind of to waste. I think he might have wanted to go in and stun somebody aggressively, but unfortunately, it looks like this objective is going to go over to the Dragoons here.
Yeah, and they're going to pick it up right now. Mallow Oats needs to get out of there before this Punisher jumps on somebody here. It looks like it's going to be jumping on that Muradin, who is not in any danger, but I cannot say the same for this Blaze, who is doing his best to just juke Crispy here. He's going to try to back in this bush. Crispy doesn't know where he is. He's going to get away. He doesn't know. Wow.
He doesn't know.
What a great
man, I'm gonna start calling Crispy Scotty because, man, he didn't know.
Falstad trying to barrel roll away, but gets caught by the... Wow, by the Immortal. That is not what I was going to say, but that is what happened there. The Immortal going down quick, though, and Dragoons looking to back away before they get caught out here.
This is already such an action-packed game. Dragoons doing such a good job of keeping the momentum in their favor, keeping that tempo up, keeping that map control, and taking every advantage that they can.
You know, it's crazy to think that such a low-death game, even almost 10 minutes into the game, has been so exciting and so action-packed.
I mean, it's no 10-minute one death each game, simultaneous one death game.
Yeah,
but
it's not quite that balanced, but it's been fun watching games like this. Blaze is gonna dash away before he gets caught out by the enemy team. Verdin just kind of doing a little bit of zoning here, just in case they rotate down.
Yep, and now they're just going to take this advantage all the way to level 16, I would think. They might be able to get that level 16 talent tier before this next objective spawns. It's going to be another minute here about before that happens, I think.
Like, they're going to wait on the camp, the Dragoons. They are going to wait on this camp until the opportune moment to cap it, but they are not going too far away from it, just in case of an invade. Blaze a little close by, but totally unaware of that camp. Really just being a tasty treat, waiting to be grabbed.
Yeah, I mean, so far this game has been theirs to lose, and they have been doing a great job of not giving up that advantage.
Oh, here they come. They sniffed it out. Blaze coming up, looking to get on that point. And that Vala deciding whether or not she wants to cap it. They do decide to cap it, which is a little earlier than they wanted to. They were waiting for that objective to be up before they got that. But it's better that they cap it rather than giving it up to the enemy team.
Yeah, and it looks like now that they've got their level 16 talents, they say, this is our camp. You guys can't do anything about it. What are you gonna do? Come on in, we dare you.
Crispy doing a good job of bursting down that camp with that pretty much infinite. I can never remember what that talent is called.
Hog Wild, I think.
Hog Wild. Okay. Dragoons having a little bit of an advantage here, getting set up a little early on this point as this unsuspecting Myrmidon and Anduin rotate down. They do not get caught out. I don't think that they want to fight before this objective pops.
There goes the infinite spin one more time here, getting them ahead already by 11 of these skeletal defenders. Now it's time for Mallow Oats to somehow manage to get a foothold if they can.
And foothold, indeed, they have achieved. Great gust coming out from the Falstead there, but he is going to get bursted down instead. His team really was not able to follow up on that very well. Orphea also going to be going down here. Brightwing looking like she might be in a bit of a sketchy position, but she is able to back up. That Tychus was looking for her with that grenade, but does not manage to connect it.
Yeah, Chaos Vision doing a great job peeling for his team, giving them the opportunity to escape there. And now they're coming back with only 8 more skeletal defenders to gather before this becomes their objective. I believe this is this their third, or is this only the second?
I think this might be the second here. Murden taking a lot of damage. Vala trying to finish him off with her Q, but does not manage to connect it. And he is going to be okay. He's going to back and get ready to defend this next Immortal here. I'm sorry, this next Punisher. I know what map we're on.
I don't know how many times I've gotten confused by the names of the maps. They all look the same. Not to be, you know, mapist towards Diablo maps, but...
Alright, they did manage to bait out the jump. Falstead not taking too much damage, and they're able to burst this objective down as it's behind their wall now. But Dragoons is going to take that as their opportunity to leave. They're going to try to burst this camp down before Mallow Oats gets there, and they're going to be able to do it.
Bit of a risky move, actually.
That was so risky, but they knew how much time that camp was going to take, and they decided to take it.
Yeah, right now, all they need to do is really play for level 20s. They don't need to be aggressive to win this game. They just need to wait until the next objective comes up and get their level 20s, and maybe they can do both at the same time and push down. I guess it's the top lane that's going to have this next Punisher, so it's not going to be a great Punisher lane, but maybe they can completely ignore the Punisher and go push somewhere else.
Yeah, Dragoon's doing a really good job of just controlling the map right now. I don't know if you see this, but they have totally turned the entire map blue right now.
I did notice that. Yeah, I thought maybe maybe it was just my eyes deceiving me, but yeah, there's not really much that Mallow Oats can do now, but they do need to try, because if they don't pick a fight soon, there's no way they're going to be able to come back in this game. They need to be doing an invade on this camp right now.
They're not going to make it there in time, and Dragoons is going to be able to pick up this camp. And I can only imagine they're going to have their eyes set on that other Bruiser camp coming up. Oh wait, no, I take that back. They're gonna bait this camp a little bit. Blaze coming in, going a little deep there. He's able to back up before they're able to capitalize on that too much. But it looks like Mallow Oats is now going to try to take this camp. I think they might be able to pull it off. Dragoons not looking like they're too interested in invading right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. This is not the time to be invading. This is the time to get level 20. Now would have been the time to invade, but unfortunately the timing was not on their side there. But this is a good fight for them. They've got the camp pushing with them. It won't take them very long to clear the other one. I think that they could probably pick a fight here as long as they don't pull too many tower shots.
Yeah, Brightwing being bottom as well as the Falstead, both of them having the ability to fly in or port in at a moment's notice if things get a little too crazy up in the top lane.
A little too sticky.
Dang, that's good. I was looking for a word. I couldn't find one, but that's
just think to yourself, what happens when you eat a pie with your bare hands? They get sticky.
They do get sticky, you're right.
Speaking of pies, Pie Maker in the bottom lane, pushing in on this fort, just getting about a quarter of, maybe half of its health down. And now he's going to have to fly top, and Brightwing's going to port top too. Immediately this turns into a 5v5.
Right, a bit of a fight here up in the top lane. Orphea casting her ult. Everyone pretty much stuck in it. We have Wind Tunnel coming out from the Falstead, keeping that Hogger in place, and the Orphea. They're both... Orphea's going to go down. Hogger still looking like he might be in a bit of a precarious position. He does not have an unstoppable to use to get away now. He is doing his best, but is not going to get away. Bala is going to rotate down into the mid lane, knowing that she really can't do anything in the top lane. And it looks like this objective is going to be going to Mallow Oats here.
Yeah, this is scary because this Punisher, I mean... It can deal a decent amount of siege damage. This might be game if they're not careful. The death timers are pretty long. Hogger's going to be dead for another 30 seconds. Most of the team is going to be up, but he's not going to be there for it. This could have been the fight that lost the game for the Dragoons.
Mallow Oats going ahead and getting rid of this keep that's in the way of the core right as this Arcane Punisher is coming up. They're going to be able to push really hard with this.
Yeah, we're about to find out which one of these teams wants the win the most. Meanwhile, though, there are going to be two camps pushing the lanes, so if the Dragoons can win this fight, they're going to have so much siege on the map, they might be able to turn around and just win in reverse. Good bait from Chaos Pigeon.
Burrow coming out from Chaos there.
Yeah, delaying that Punisher's ability to go directly at the core. They wanted to come over at this keep instead. Punisher's not the brightest creatures in the world, but this one did somehow manage to find its way to the core. Oh, nope.
Great knockback onto that Blaze as that light bomb is put on him. He's going to drop Bunker to avoid taking too much damage. All of the heroes here still looking pretty healthy. That Punisher still at half health. They might still be able to make something happen here. Mallow Oats can still get at least some core damage here. Blaze coming in, stunning Chaos Pigeon. He's able to walk away, but immediately followed with some damage on that Punisher. The Punisher is going to go down now, and Mallow Oats is going to back off.
Yeah, and like I said before, meanwhile in mid lane, that keep is about to fall to the camp that was pushing, and in bottom lane, it's not looking like it's too healthy either. This is a double keep play from that Vala picking up those camps.
Really solid, just breaking off, knowing that she wasn't going to be able to get any kind of advantage in the top lane, using the little amount of resources that they had at the time, got such a good payoff.
Yep, sometimes it pays to just give money to a merc. Now, both teams just looking around the map, seeing if maybe they can get some vision, get a little bit of map control, see if they can catch anybody out of position. But both teams playing with their cards tight to their chest.
Yeah, they do not seem like they want to fight now. This is feeling very familiar, like the last series that we were just casting, where really just one bad team fight for either team could mean game. So they need to pick their fights wisely here and figure out when the most strategic time to engage would be.
Now, this isn't a terrible time if they knew that there was no healer with the team in bottom lane, but they don't know that, so they're just going to go ahead and take this siege camp instead. Mallow Oats here, just trying to get a little bit of map presence back, clearing the lane minions. Blaze all alone in top, and the Dragoons see that. It looks like they're going to try and go up there, but Blaze, no fool, backs away.
Yeah, Dragoons looking like they want to take this top fort here. The Falstead is going to fly up into the top lane. He does have Wind Tunnel up right now. I believe, does he? Wait, does he not have? Yeah, he has Wind Tunnel up. So if anyone wanted to do anything crazy there, they were ready for it.
Yeah, it looks like the Dragoons are thinking about just playing it slow and getting an advantage on the next objective here. And they know that they have good objective control with that crispy spin. And, you know, they're ready to bet everything on that fight.
Crispy positioned a little far forward here just to scope out the enemy team coming in. He's going to be replaced by Chaos, doing some really good zoning here. They are set up on this point. It's up in the next 3 seconds now. Hogger is starting up this infinite spin once again.
But he does get a decent amount of damage put down onto him. Now he's going and spinning on all of the enemy team, but he's not going to actually get any kills and dies in response. And now we've got 2 members of the Dragoons going down, soon to be 3. I think this is it. I think this is the fight like that Mallow Oats needed.
If I've ever seen one. Really, if they wanted to, they could definitely get some solid push here. It looks like they might just want to push in top lane with 4 members of the enemy team down. This is their opportune time to make something happen. Orphea is going to do her best. She's going to back and try to defend to the best of her ability, but I can't imagine that she is going to be able to do too much against this entire enemy team here.
Quick, Orphea, use your wind tunnel. Wait, wrong hero. Yeah, I think that's GG. I think both teams know it. They're just going to have to pull their socks up and get ready for the next game.
I'm not wearing any socks. Should I be?
Games?
Wait, sorry, say that again. You cut out there for a second.
Sorry, I said you only need to be pulling up your socks if you're on one of these two teams. We're good to go.
Got it. Okay, we can be sockless. That's cool.
We can be sockless. All right, let's take a look at the stats screen a little bit here. What can you tell me about these stats, Milk?
I made a very poor choice, and I'm not on the score screen anymore. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I see. Well, I'll tell you what you think.
Yeah, why don't you tell me what you think about the stats here?
I think that 11 kills were on the side of Mallow Oats, but 4 of those were at the very end. So until that last team fight, things were still looking pretty close between these two teams. And it's one of those themes that recurs in HOTS. If you lose a late game fight, it can really turn things around.
And that's exactly what we saw here in that last game. I mean, after level 20, when most of the structures are down, it usually does come down to just that final team fight, right?
Yeah, I think it might have been a bit of a draft issue. I don't know if maybe there was just too much damage output and too much CC coming from the side of Mallow Oats. But it looks like we already have another lobby set up for game number 2 here, and we're going into Dragonshire for game number 2. Let's update our stats here. It looks like this was map pick by the Dragoons. Whew. How are you feeling going into this next game, Milk?
I'm feeling all right. Ever since I got my AC back, I've had a whole new lease on life. But I'm really excited to see how these teams play. It was such a close match, that last game. I don't think I could give it to either side, yet, especially before seeing the draft. I really do think that this series could be won by either of these teams.
Do you think that we might see yet another 3-game series here at the end of the evening?
I think it's absolutely very, very possible.
Oh man, the hype train just never stops in this tournament, does it?
It doesn't. It never does.
Let's take a quick look at some stats here, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
I want to see the Hogger win rate.
Yeah, I don't think I saw Crispy playing Hogger too much during this tournament. Looked like maybe after his normal pick was banned, he decided to pick up the Hogger, and he can play a mean Hogger, can't he?
Not an awful win rate. Managed to get a 57% win rate this game.
Okay.
But pick rate, he's in 19% of games. So, looks like we're going into the draft now. So let's swap over.
There it is. Once again, they refuse to give Crispy that Probius, which it's great. I remember when I was on a team, you know how much I love Kerrigan, always first ban, which it's kind of nice because then you're essentially just robbing the team of an extra ban.
Yeah, there's nothing that feels better than having one of your pocket picks banned early on in a draft, especially throughout an entire series.
Yeah.
And there's another Crispy special, so he must be feeling pretty good about himself right now. Let's see what our final ban here is going to be in the first round for the Dragoons. No more JoJo.
Change is upon us.
No, Dahaka.
My man.
Okay, I know that we say this is Dahaka's best map, but he really is so good here. Being able to go between the points, top and bottom, at a moment's notice is just so strong on this map.
Yeah, this is probably his best map. Out of all his best maps, I like this best map the most.
Senpai once again picking up the Brightwing. We've seen quite a bit of that in this series, as well as in this tournament in general.
It's a strong pick, and it's especially strong on this map. You don't underestimate globals on Dragonshire. Avala and Anduin picked up by Malo Oats. Seem like some pretty familiar picks here so far. Both of the healers sticking with what they're comfortable with.
All right, I've got another pun for you, Ender.
All right, hit me with it.
All right, what hero doesn't like to share?
Doesn't like to share?
Mhm.
Augur.
Nice, good job. I also would have accepted Apather, because everything seems to be mine, mine, mine.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I like that one. Speaking of Hogger, they did not want Crispy to have that Hogger again.
Yeah, that was pretty scary. That got them to the brink of a loss there in that first game, so they're not willing to risk that happening again. Alright, and we've got a Nubarak Genji coming out here. Genji, a pretty interesting one on this map. A very difficult thing for Vala to deal with if she doesn't have her Volta.
And if she's ever caught out rotating between lanes, Genji could very well stick to her.
Yep, that's very true. Okay, now we have the draft locked in for the side of Mallow Oats. Let's see what Crispy's going to bring to the table here for the Dragoons.
I have no idea what he's gonna pick here. Do you have any predictions?
Well, if it's not Zeratul and it's not... I mean, those are all three of the picks that I see him play most often. Actually, I forgot that Rexar is one of his favorites as well.
I had no idea. I don't think I've ever seen Crispy on a Rexar. I'm very excited.
You should be. Rexar is such a strong pick on this map, but I mean, not a lot of people take the time to learn to play him. Looks like in the swap phase, we didn't get any swaps from this team, so everybody going ahead with the picks that they took.
All right, what do you think of these drafts? Do you see any synergies between these heroes at all?
Let's see here. I don't think Anduin... Well, I guess Anduin and Muradin have the Light Bomb Leap in combo.
And we did see a bit of that in the last game.
We did, and it did work to pretty decent effect. I think that the Hanzo arrow is also going to be able to follow up on those, or even be the setup for them as well. I like the combo. I don't think we're going to see a Ryuga Wagateki Wokurao here. Let's introduce our teams now, though.
All right, on the left side, we have the Dragoons in blue. We have Chaos Pigeon on an Uberak, Crispy on Rexar, Senpai on Brightwing, Gambling on Genji, and Bramble on the Junkrat.
And on the right side of the map, in red, we have...
3, 2, 1.
Sorry. Just a bit of a delay here. ST Terminator on Dahaka, Sonic's Bro on Vala, Solskido on Anduin, the Pie Maker on the Hanzo, and Crafty Devil on Muradin.
Alright, let's take a look at these talents here. Hanzo going for target practice. He's going to be looking to queue as many of the enemy heroes as he can.
Yeah, another hero that struggles against Genji is the Hanzo, so I think that might be a bit of a tough matchup for him this game.
Speaking of tough matchup, Hanzo does get caught out of position a little bit and gets picked off very early on here. Vala looking a little low there, but doesn't look like she's going to be in too much danger. She's going to back off a little bit and get healed up.
We take a moment to talk about the fact that we have another auto attack Vala coming up here.
Oh, you're right. Look at that.
I think the Vala might be counting on being able to attack Nisha or something, maybe.
That wouldn't be a terrible matchup in the top lane there. It looks like Dahaka is up there for the moment, but I could definitely see that switching with Dahaka and trying to get some of those extra stacks.
Capture the shrines. Inherit the Dragon Knight's power.
Yeah, both teams picking up their siege camps at the same time and now moving on to their bruiser camps. Never mind, they're just walking on by.
Rex Crispy does have good map awareness. He's going to back up a little bit, but he does not know that the entire enemy team is looking for a gank, and they found their moment there. But even if Crispy dies here, that Brightwing was trying to save him. Dragoons are able to pick up this first objective here. The Dragon Knight is going to push into this bottom lane along with 2 allied heroes.
Yeah, and they're not going to miss out on too much soak because Anubarak is going to go ahead and go top here. Not the best Dragon Knight chase that I've seen before. This is actually getting a lot of damage done already. I think it's... Oh no, maybe it's not going to get too much more. I thought it was going to finish that wall, but oh, good cleanse from Senpai there on Gambling.
Also, very good choice to put Gambling in that objective. He's really able to, once that objective goes down, he's able to get out of there pretty quick.
Yeah, Chaos also able to get out pretty quick, but he was busy silking that top lane, so that was a good call to have Gambling get in there.
And it looks like Dragoons are just going to opt to get their bruiser camp right now. Not really looking to engage too hard, but it looks like we might have a bit of an invade coming out from Mallow Oats.
Yeah, getting a little bit aggressive here, but they're not able to get onto the point and take that camp away from them. Just putting the fear of death into the Dragoons here.
And luckily for both teams, no one was lost in that scuffle there. It looks like Mellow Oats is also going to pick up their bruiser camp at the moment. As the Dragoons push into this bottom lane, Hanzo is doing his best to defend.
Yeah, Hanzo not able to do too much by himself, but now Crafty Devil is showing up to try and help out his team, and he's going to scare them away a little bit at least.
Both teams now level 7 here, picking up their level 7 talents.
Yep, so now we've got Symbiosis being picked up by the Dahaka, Skullcracker, which is always fun to play on a Muradin. We've got Dragon Hungers from Hanzo, Desperate Prayer, and Hot Pursuit, so we're going to see full auto attack coming from this Vala.
My husband is dead. Remind this kingdom of his strength.
Mallow Oats getting this bottom camp. The Hanzo putting an arrow over to get a little bit of vision, but at the same time revealing their location in the bottom lane. But it doesn't look like the Dragoons are too inclined to try to invade that bottom camp.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to be the second Genji Dragon Knight coming out. Very well played on this map. The Dragoons just knowing how to have Genji waiting in the wings, looking for his opportunity to strike and cap that. And Rexxar is so good at holding that top point, even against the best hero on this map, Dahaka.
Yeah, the Dragon Knight deciding to go behind the wall here, getting a little bit of damage on it, but is going to have to back up, getting bursted down. He's going to knock that Dahaka back, but not very far. The Dragoon not looking too healthy. Misha providing a little bit of peel for Genji as he comes out here. The tongue already being used by the Dahaka. Genji, once out of this, is just going to be able to dash away. He's going to be just fine.
He's got to be careful of the tongue from that Dahaka, but there is going to be a stun that knocks him back, so it'll be pretty hard for him to pick him up from that. Now we've got a siege camp in bottom here that's being picked up by Mallow Oats, but the Dragoons are not afraid of coming in here for an invade, just too little too late.
Yeah, and especially being level 10 now, looks like they're picking up their level 10 talents now. We have Riptire coming out from Junkrat, Genji with an X-Strike, Blink Heal from the Brightwing, Unleash the Boars from Rexxar, and Cocoon from the Anubarak.
That was a pretty big overcommitment there from the Dragoons under towers there, trying to get a kill on Solskiddo. Didn't quite work out for them, and now they're gonna have to back up and try and make up for their loss.
And you know, I think that they would have been okay. They looked like they were already sort of on the retreat, but that Hanzo arrow really helping Mallow Oats to secure the kill there.
Good damage coming up from that Riptire, but you kind of want to see that for a kill. Oh! Big boop,
Wow.
but Genji was not quite able to pick up the kill on Sonic's bro.
He was ready for it though. Unfortunately, the enemy team does have an Anduin who has Leap of Faith.
Versus you, Anduin.
It won't be long before
He
the shrines
is always
are ready
my
for
most
the taking.
cursed hero. Every time I want to catch somebody off guard, there's always some Anduin waiting in the wings. Sometimes I have PTSD.
Totally agree.
Every time I'm about to get a kill, I think an Anduin's about to come in and pop his Leap of Faith.
Alright, objectives coming up in the next couple of seconds here. They're going to pop right now. Rexxar is going to be able to get that top objective pretty much for free. And it looks like Mallow Oats is going to do their best to defend this midpoint. Genji was ready for it, but Mallow Oats, they were also ready. They've seen this happen a couple of times, and they know they need to interrupt gambling before he grabs that objective.
But meanwhile, in bottom lane, it looks like we're getting Bramble and Senpai just taking out this fort basically for free. But in top lane, Crispy's in a bit of trouble here. 3 heroes trying to go in on him, but Senpai coming in with the heal just in the nick of time to get him out of trouble.
Great communication on the side of Dragoons. I mean, even just with grabbing the objectives, but also having the awareness to port up to your ally hero who's in trouble just before they take a fatal amount of damage.
Bramble's gonna try and cap this, and Dahaka's not having any of that, but I don't know if coming in here to try and interrupt that with 1 hero down is really the call they want to make. Vala in big trouble now.
Great damage from that Junkrat. They were ready to follow up on that Cocoon.
Yeah, that's gonna cause a pretty big stagger dagger, but whoa, that was such a strong dragon arrow.
That arrow, such good setup. It's a shame that Mallow Oats wasn't ready to follow up on that.
It was a defensive arrow. I mean, that definitely saved their Anduin from certain death. So you can't fault them for using it, but man, oh man, would that have been great if they had an ability to fight back and get a kill.
Absolutely. Or even a team wipe. That looked like an arrow that could achieve a team wipe.
Yeah, now the Dragoons, just getting the wall for that keep. I don't think that they really had much of an opportunity to get in and get that keep, but they are going to invade this camp and push the issue. But both teams on the same talent tier with a lot of the same kinds of cooldowns. What a great concussion mine from that Junkrat. Now Genji going in and getting completely blown up. Misha thinking that she can draw attention away, but not quite able to do so.
That Junkrat providing quite a bit of CC on the enemy team. Bramble is just so good at being annoying.
Now. Bramble's a good guy. Don't talk about him like that.
Sorry, Bramble, if you're listening to this. I think you're a cool guy.
But now in bottom lane, it looks like Mallow Oats kind of wants to push the issue here. Maybe look for that bruiser camp in bottom lane. It looks like they are. And the Dragoons are no fools. They saw this happen. Chaos Pigeon had full vision of them while they went down there. But they don't care. They're just going to worry about clearing it when it comes up. Bramble already setting up a concussion mine to knock it back, or maybe even over the wall so that they can more easily kill it.
Is that what's gonna... Oh, it is! Neat! What a cool use. Alright, Bramble, you're not annoying. You're smart.
Flattery will get you nowhere, Milk.
Alright, we have the
getting another
Dragoons
bruiser.
rotating up, looking at maybe invading this camp just a little too late, getting on to that point. They were ready for it, though.
Yeah, I think that might be the third invade attempt that was just too little too late from the side of the Dragoons. They're doing a great job on this map, and they're just too late on their ability to follow up and take advantage of the opportunities that they have. Big
Once
arrow
again, a
again.
great arrow coming out. They're able to pick off the Brightwing and the Junkrat just almost immediately. Misha had the silence there, but was able to get away, and now with two members of the Dragoons down and the objectives up, they might have to give this one. Chaos Pigeon is going to do his best to poke it as much as he can, but he does not want to die before they pick up this objective. Great take back from Gambling in the bottom lane, able to push off that Dahaka.
Yeah, and Rexar is going to be able to take the top point as well, but oh no, never mind. They're going to all rotate up and try and make sure that doesn't happen, but now looks like all of the members of both teams are going to converge on top lane. Terminator trying to get an Uberak.
On that Uberak, he's able to pop his Unstoppable as he goes away. Great peel coming from the Dragoons. Gambling taking a bit of damage, but able to get away. Senpai just doing amazing healing, keeping his team up.
Gambling trying to sneak another dragon, but the Mallow Oats are not having any of that at this point. Big cocoon on Dahaka. Sonic's bro in big trouble here, but just barely managing to get out. Gambling almost got a kill on him, and now he has to retreat because he's getting pretty low as well. Chaos Pigeon in the brunt of things with Senpai. Senpai using his blink heal to get out of trouble. Crispy trying to flank with Misha, but not quite able to do so. Dangerous walk up there. Crispy maybe going to get tongued by Terminator. Nope, doesn't quite get it. Now Misha just actually gets away just fine. Nobody died there. This has been quite the fight. A lot of cooldowns dropped.
Wow. It just has gone on forever. Chaos Pigeon taking quite a bit of damage. He's going to back up a little bit as Senpai brings him back up to at least not almost dying health. Dahaka is able to pick up that top point and delay this dragon even longer.
Members of Mallow Oats, though, now rotating towards top. Crispy being very careful. He knows that there's an opportunity for them to come up and gank like this. Misha might take the brunt of it, but it looks like Rexar is going to be just fine.
Oh, we have the Dragoons down in the bottom lane doing a little bit of an invade on this aggressive camp. They're able to take that siege camp, and it looks like they're going to try to push it into this bottom keep here.
Yeah, good call. Keeping Mallow Oats on their toes. The sneaky root in the bush, Crafty Devil just walked right into it. Dang, you're right. Maybe Bramble is annoying.
Nah. Ender's words, not mine. Don't look at me, Bramble. I said you were smart.
Now it looks like Bramble's going to cap this Dragon Knight. This is a 15-minute Dragon Knight, not quite as strong as a 20-minute Dragon Knight would be. It scales quite a bit over time, but this is still pretty strong. There's a definite possibility that they're going to get the bottom keep here with this.
Bird in a little far forward, looking to get in a sneaky stun. He misses and is gonna jump back as the rest of his team prepares for this Dragonite to come in on this bottom keep.
Yeah, the Dragoons just have to be careful not to overextend here. They're about to get their level 20 talents. If they can get a kill here, that's great, but if they push too hard here and end up losing just before they actually would have had an advantage in the fight, that could be catastrophic for them. Big stun from that Dragon Arrow again, but not quite as good as the previous ones.
And Bramble was ready for it. He put his concussion down immediately and was able to jump out before getting stunned by that arrow. Misha providing a little bit of peel for the team. It wouldn't be a super big deal if that bear died, but Dahaka coming in for a possible gank, but getting bursted down quite a bit. He's going to pop his adaptation and get a bit of health back.
Yeah, really well played there. Both teams playing to the very best, but now level 20 just around the corner. And here it is. We've got extra oomph coming out for those Riptires. We should watch out for those Riptire cooldowns now. If he can hit a couple of heroes with it, he's going to have yet another Riptire.
Dragoon's able to sneeze on that bottom keep. Now having catapult pressure in the bottom lane is going to be huge for them.
Yeah, they just need to keep Mallow Oats distracted. Keep map pressure literally everywhere and wait for them to slip up. They still have a few seconds here before they're going to have their level 20 talent tier. And then they're going to want to fight, but for now, they just need to keep up the pressure.
Yeah, and they don't seem too concerned with that camp. I don't think that they could do anything about invading it. And Dragoons are able to pick up this top fort as well.
Looks like we're going to go for another invade here. Both teams having their level 20 talents, and this could turn into a 5v4 if Mallow Oats were able to recognize that it happened, but they weren't. And so, this might be another dragon if they're not careful, but looks like they're just going to start. They think that maybe Genji is just waiting in the bush here. Nah, they're just going to wait for Genji to pop out.
This time. I think Genji realized that that they were wise to his tricks and is adapting quite well to their attempted adaptation to his tricks.
Hey, but Dahaka didn't take adaptation; he took isolation.
I know. I said that earlier, and then I caught it. But I'm glad everyone is clear now.
Looks like Dahaka might be in a bit of trouble here, but the rest of his team is showing up. Ooh, we've got Cocoon on Vala here. Not going to amount to very much. Let's see if we can get a reset on this Riptire. Only hitting Solskittle, actually, so I don't think he's going to get much of a cooldown reduction there.
Yeah, we have a lot of ultimates coming out that don't really seem to be doing too much. Great peel provided for Chaos Pigeon there. And once again, while all of that fighting was taking place, Dragoons were able to sneak that objective, and it looks like they're going to be pushing into the bottom lane here now.
Yeah, they're going to have to be careful, though, because Senpai is the one who took that, which means they're not going to have any healing for this upcoming fight. If they get too low and the Dragonite is still healthy, they're not going to be able to do anything about it. And just as I say that, a Nubarak goes down, but this is a 20-minute Dragon Knight, so it is dealing a decent amount of damage.
Oh, it didn't finish off the core. Are they going to be able to do this? We have Genji on the core. Core is at 5%.
Crispy,
looking
please!
to do a little more damage. Senpai jumping in, and they are able to finish it off. Wow, Mallow Oats looked like they were going to be able to defend that right at the very end there. But Dragoons are going to take the win there.
Yeah, let's jump into the stats screen here and have a little chat about how that game went down. I was a little nervous for the Dragoons there. I mean,
I was too.
They still had a lot of structures on the map, though, so even if they did wipe there, it would have been pretty hard for Mallow Oats to turn that around on them. But I'm not gonna lie, it looked like it was gonna be a team wipe.
It really did. And yeah, I think you're right. I think that they would have still had to have clawed their way back to achieve any kind of win there at the end with so many structures on the enemy team.
You think about these numbers here. Do you still have the score screen open this time?
I do. I didn't close it this time.
I'm proud of you, buddy.
Thank you. It actually, I mean, all of the numbers look pretty comparable here. We're looking at both teams. Healing numbers are almost the same. Damage numbers are very similar here. Structure damage. It seems like the Dragoons were able to use their comp just a little more strategically than the Mallow Oats in that game.
Yep, they sure did. And I bet you they're eager to get through this next game and close out their series to find out who is going to go into the final match of the lower bracket here and have some guaranteed... Wait, do they have guaranteed money moving into the next round? Yes, this match determines 4th place.
Okay. So they might get some merch.
They might get some merch.
Nice. Merch is good.
I love merch. Maybe I'm
right
gonna
there
see
with
if
you.
maybe I can see if PSISTORM can hit me up with some merch themselves.
I mean, I noticed that you're wearing your fancy PSISTORM jersey. I didn't get a
me?
jersey. I might have to request a jersey after this.
I think you deserve a jersey after this.
Yeah, I'll write it in my strongly worded letter after making me say the Hanzo ult name so many times during this tournament.
What ult is that again?
No. Don't you dare. I see what you're trying to do here. I'm not gonna walk into that.
Looks like the lobby for game number 3 of this series is up, and it's going to be Battlefield of Eternity in game number 3. Solid way to close out a series.
Absolutely.
Let's go in here and find out which of these two teams picked the map. All right. Just waiting on a few of the members of the Dragoons here. Let's update that. I think it might have been... Yes, it's a Mallow Oats map pick. Speaking of Mallow Oats, Milk, I know you've brought this up with me before. I know you love their logo. You said you've bought that's
that's actually how I knew. That's the logo that they used and altered is actually the oatmeal that I buy regularly.
So does that mean that you're rooting for the Mallow Oats here?
Oh, you think that I might be a little biased? Is that what you're suggesting? I'm a caster. I am impartial here, but you know, yes, I want the Oats to win.
You just go where the excitement goes. Is that how this is?
Yeah, maybe. I guess that's what it is.
All right, we've got the overlay updated here. We've got 1-1 tiebreaker coming up here between the PSISTORM Dragoons and Mallow Oats. Super exciting series so far.
You be captain.
I am the captain now. Wait, they're actually putting me in. All right. That's how you know it's been too long of a day. Everybody's having way too much fun. All right, we can't have any of this fun.
Everyone is a little delirious right now, I think.
All in good fun. I am glad that everybody here is still in good humor after such a long day of hard-fought games.
Oh man, it's been fun, but it's been a lot of work. We're making it through though.
I wonder if we're going to see a carry in this game?
I mean, probably not. She's not very good on this map. I mean, I like playing her on this map, but I can't imagine that we're going to. I can only hope, but I don't want to get my hopes too high here.
Bramble in the chat here telling Cyan that we need a raise.
Yeah, everybody say that. Well,
yeah, if we all band together, maybe we can convince them.
We'll have a little protest.
Yeah, Avi calling out the vegan power as well in chat. We're gonna have to get Milk here to dig deep and use his vegan power to get through the rest of this game.
Speaking of that, am I on cam right now?
No, but you can be. Let's do that. Wait, are you not wearing pants again?
No, I am wearing pants. I have my AC now, so I don't have to be pantsless now. I just have a cookie that I've been wanting to eat, but I haven't had the opportunity to do it. And I don't want to do it on cam, you know? I don't want people to see me eat my cookie. Am I on cam?
What do you mean? I wouldn't do that to you.
I know it. You're too quiet. I know I'm on cam now, aren't I?
No, I don't see any cookies. I mean, I don't think you're on camera.
All right, looks like we're heading into the draft now.
Yeah, let's jump right in.
Now I can eat my cookie.
You thought that I moved away from the camera scene, didn't you? Joke's on you! Alright, first band coming up here from the Dragoons. Let's see what we've got. Battlefield of Eternity, it might be a targeted ban for the map, or they might play to the Anduin ban. I love that so much.
Yeah, me too. That has been so annoying. But of course, we're going to see the Probius ban immediately.
You know what? Let's look up Anduin.
Oh yeah, we haven't done that yet,
in this tournament. Let's have a look and see. Wait a minute. Oh, sorry. I am not on the right scene for this. Alright. Anduin has been in 39% of games. 39% pick rate. And 54% win rate.
Wow.
And 31% ban rate. Anduin really topping the charts over here.
Yeah. Li Ming also getting banned here. Very solid ban if she does pick up the Seekers, which we didn't see that in a game recently. I was really surprised that they didn't go Seeker build, because that is why you pick Li Ming on Battlefield of Eternity. But Gambling is going to pick up the Vala. I can only expect that we're going to see Monster Hunter coming out from that Vala.
Yep. Vala, a very solid pick on this map, but so is Greymane, and Greymane can really turn things around on a Vala that is going a little too far ahead trying to get a kill. So this is really going to be a bit of a push and pull tug of war between that Vala and the Greymane, seeing who strikes first and who's able to follow up on it and get a kill. Crispy on Shen.
That is unexpected. I was also expecting the Brightwing pick here too, but they're gonna pick up the Stukov instead. I don't understand the Chin pickup. Do you have any insight on that?
I mean, he's the hero that's always under a mouth.
Yeah, you're right. How could I forget that?
Yeah, you can't sleep on that, man. I don't know, maybe they're gonna pick Sonya here as well and go for the washing machine, you know, where you do the Ariat crater and then Chen knocks people around on the inside. Maybe that's what they're going for. I haven't seen that in a long time.
In this series, I haven't seen it in a while either. You know what else I haven't seen in a while? The Easy Bake Oven. I missed that. Diablo into an Entomb. Diablo Lightning Breath into an Entomb. Always a fun one to pick. Now that Anduin has been banned, I'm curious who Mallow Oats is going to pick up for their healer.
Yeah, me too. I am excited to see what's coming out here. Maybe a Brightwing?
Oh, they're going to save their healer pick for the last pick there.
Yeah, they heard us and they want to leave us in suspense. All right, okay. What are the last two picks for the side of the Dragoons?
Looks like we need some more damage and possibly the tank here. There it is. Junkrat and Varian. Oh, Varian and Stukov. Ooh.
Yeah, Varian, Stukov, and Junkrat, a very lethal combo, the three of them together. Gonna be a tricky combo to make work against a Stitches and a Johanna, though. Pretty hefty front line on the other team.
Well, you know, Greymane is going to have to be very, very careful if he's ever diving in. I think he's really just going to have to wait for enemies to come to him before he really engages. Because if he gets caught out by that Varian and taunted into a silence, into a Junkrat, into a Vala, I'd imagine that they're going to be able to blow him up pretty quick.
Yep. I'd be afraid of that if I was them. But I am excited to see how this game is going to turn out.
Last game of the series.
This game of the series, possibly the last game of the night, I may have understood.
I think you might be right.
This has been a very eventful day with a lot of great games being played. But we're going to go into this and introduce our teams, starting with the blue team.
On the side of the blue team, on the left side here, we have the Dragoons. We have Senpai on Stukov, Gambling on Vala, Bramble on Junkrat, Crispy on Chin, and Chaos Pigeon on the Varian.
And on the right side of the map, in red, we've got ST Terminator on Stitches, Sonic Bro on Vala, Solskiddo on Anduin, Highmaker on Falstad, and Crafty Devil on Johanna.
I also just want to give a really quick shout out to the Dragoons for having such easy names. We've you know, sometimes it's a bit of a struggle introducing these teams, but man, I think I might love y'all. Even though I said Bramble was annoying, I take it back.
Yeah, at least his name isn't annoying to say, right?
At least his name is not annoying. Wow, we got a bit of a stalemate here in the top lane. They were waiting to see if anyone was going to come out there. Crispy somehow wise to their tricks. I guess not seeing any of the enemy heroes in the bottom lane is not going to walk out too far. But Mallow Oats is able to get a little bit of damage on this front wall here.
Yeah, this isn't Crispy's first rodeo. He knows when nobody shows in bottom lane on this map that something fishy's going on, and he was able to back away. But Chaos Fish getting hooked, and not quite enough damage following up on that. I don't think his team was ready for that hook from Crafty Devil.
So I know it's not set in stone what you need to do here, but I'm noticing that all of the heroes are in top lane right now, which feels wrong in a way. I feel like I want them all to be bottom, but for some reason we're hanging out top.
Ooh, big hook that just dodges past Gambling. That could have been really devastating for him if that would have hit. But Johanna rotating up here.
You're in a little bit of trouble.
Nah, not enough, not enough. And they're giving up on a little bit of soak here, actually. Chen getting a little bit ahead. But meanwhile, they actually are behind in experience. How is that happening?
Wow, look at all of this damage they're able to get onto this front wall in the top lane here. They're looking a little low. Greymane is going to get booped away, but they are looking possibly to re-engage. No, they're backing up now. Stitches is pretty low on health. Might need to tap, get healed up before re-engaging at all. Looks like he is actually going to pull back now.
Yeah, both teams just going for their bruiser camp now. They know that the opportune time to pick it up is sometime between now and 2 minutes and 45 seconds, just before the objective comes up. So they're on it. Both teams very on point with their timings here.
A little early on the side of Mallow Oats. I think that might give Dragoons the ability to rotate up and clear this pretty quickly before the objectives come up. The objective does come up in the next 6 seconds or so, so Mallow Oats might be able to get a little bit of a head start on it now.
Yeah, they do get a little bit of a head start on it, just starting to hit it now. But I think that there's a decent chance that the Dragoons could come back and deal the amount of damage in the halftime show.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to have to fight here if they want to defend this. Now, being in halftime, they need to get a pick here. Greymane is getting booped out of position. He's going to have to walk through that silence, and he is going to be taken out by the chin.
That's the combo that we were afraid of. The taunt into the concussion mine, into the silence. There's really not a lot you can do about that, and that was really well played by the Dragoons.
Yeah, it's so strong. It looks like they're going to put Gambling on this objective here to try to burst it down as they try to defend the Mallow Oats from coming in to finish off their objective.
Yeah, not quite gaining an advantage on it, but definitely making it a little bit closer to even here. Gambling just slowly picking away, but the entirety of his team is doing their best to actually, maybe they're going to get a kill on Solskiddo here. That stun just a little bit too slow, not quite able to get anything, and the hook misses from Crafty Devil.
Yeah, I think that silence might have been on cooldown. Senpai is also looking a little low on mana, not able to put that silence under the taunt and preventing them from securing that kill.
Yep, that's the first Immortal going over to the side of Mallow Oats. Let's see what they can get done with this. Both teams are very close in experience, so this is going to push in relatively well, but I don't think they're going to get the fort with this.
Oh, good pickup from that. Stitches grabbing Bramble and putting him in a really awkward position. He was going to do his best to jump out of there, but his team, the Mallow Oats, were able to secure that kill.
Yeah, that's a really tricky spot to get hooked into. If your team's not ready for that.
I would not have been expecting it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bet you that they'll be thinking about that from now on, though, for the rest of this game.
fallen, but he will rise again in time.
Wow, what a good a cool spot for Stitches to hook. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
I don't really see Stitches picked up that often on this map, to be honest. It's
Yeah,
not
you're
that it's a
right.
bad one, but I feel like there's just always other tanks that get prioritized, and he never gets to see the light of day on this map.
Both teams still on even talent tiers. It's looking like Mallow Oats is a little ahead on experience here. They are steadily on their way to level 10. Crispy in a little bit of trouble, getting hooked, getting stunned, and having a lot of follow-up damage from Mallow Oats. He's going to do his best to survive there next to the fort, but they are going to be able to take him down.
Yeah, luckily he was able to kind of relay that to his team, and they said, okay, well, if you're going to die, we're going to get a little bit of damage in this bottom lane in the meantime. And that's what they're doing. They're able to get both of these towers, and almost got Piemaker too with that combo.
Yeah, Senpai just a little late on that silence after the taunt.
Nothing to come from that, though. Crafty Devil just gonna mount back up and walk away.
Yeah, both teams just deciding to pick up their bruiser camp as this Immortal is going to be spawning in the next 10 seconds or so.
Yep, really solid timing. This time both of them picking it up almost at the exact same time and moving immediately to their Immortals.
Before me.
Do we see both
And it
teams just
looks
go
like-
straight for the race?
It looks like they're both just racing, and I think we're going to find out who has the superior race in this moment.
Looks like it might be the Dragoons that have the superior race here, but that might be
It's
because
close.
not everybody is committed to the race on the side of Mallow Oats.
I don't know. I think that might have been. It's really hard to tell. Those look almost even. Gambling getting pulled out of position. He's going to get gorged. And great Gus coming from that ball set, allowing them to secure the kill on that ball and knocking back the entire enemy team.
And D-Shield having to be dropped on ST Terminator to make sure that he doesn't get stunned by all of those immortal circles, but I mean, one kill only out of that fight. But they do get a second immortal in a row now, pushing into the side of the Dragoons.
Mallow Oats rotating top, looking to push into this top point with their objective. Dragoons staying pretty safe, not looking for any kind of engage. If one of them gets pulled out there, great silence from that Stukov, preventing that hook from landing on anyone. But they do not want to get hooked here. If the hook is, if Crafty Devil is able to land a hook here, that could be the end for any of them, really.
Yeah, meanwhile in bot lane, Falstad is minding his own business, getting that soak, getting them ever further ahead in experience.
The demon's attack
Almost
has failed.
a talent tier up now on the side of Mallow Oats. This is tricky. This is a tricky spot for the Dragoons to be in. Wait, ST Terminator having to stop his unstoppable. Iron Skin down now, and all of the members of both teams are in bottom lane here, banging heads up against each other.
Stitch is able to land that hook on the variant, not the most ideal target. Crispy looking like he's in a little bit of danger. He's able to pop his ultimate, regain a little bit of life. Stitch is taking on a lot of damage, having to walk through that silence to get away. Joe does not have her trait up currently. She's going to have to back off a little bit and wait for that to come back up.
Yeah, and now we're going to focus on this fort down here in the bottom lane. It looks like they don't have the tools to defend this anymore. I think that Mallow Oats is going to be able to finish it off. They're going to wait for those minions to come up, take some of the aggro from that fort so that they don't have to take any damage from it, and then they're going to go ahead and finish this off.
Stitches was looking for a sneaky hook there. He almost got Chaos Pigeon, but just narrowly missed. And it looks like now Mallow Oats is going to rotate down into to this bottom camp, and they're going to get it pretty quick here.
Yeah, let's not forget now that at level 13, there's an extended hook range on Stitches that is automatically baked in. That's a relatively recent change that they've made, but it has really skyrocketed Stitches into the limelight.
It is scary. I mean, those hooks just sometimes come from nowhere. You think you're totally safe, and suddenly you are in the entire enemy team.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to see Mallow Oats going ahead and be aggressive on this instead of trying to race this time around. And it's not a bad call for them to do because they are up a talent here. That hook, such a long range, almost caught Bramble all the way in the background.
But it looks like Mallow Oats they are playing pretty defensively here, huh? The Greymane on their objective, looking to burst it down as quickly as they can. This variant gets hooked out of position. Gorge on the chin. Let's see if they're able to do anything about that. Chin, again, is not the most ideal target to hook and to Gorge.
Looks like they're going to go on this Greymane here, and they get the pick. And now it could turn into a bit of a fiesta, but it looks like they're just going to back off and get the race on their Immortal and get their first Immortal of the game, maybe? Is this the second one for the Dragoons?
I think it might be the first.
Yeah, it's only been 12 minutes in this game. All the games are starting to blend together now. I'm a little bit confused.
The Dragoons are able to pick up their first Immortal of the game. We're gonna say that's what it is, and that's what we're going with.
Yeah, if we're wrong, well, we're not wrong. Too bad.
Prove it. It's not like this is being recorded, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna delete this this VOD immediately after the cast so that we can't be proven wrong.
Stitches went in for a hook on Senpai there. He almost got hooked. That might have been the end for him. Greymane getting moved out, having to walk through that silence. Good invulnerable pop by the Uther there. Stitches in a little bit of trouble. He's going to back up. He's able to tap. Almost full health once again. And Mallow Oats is just going to keep doing their best to defend against this Immortal.
Yeah, there are just such beefy heroes on the side of Mallow Oats. It's so hard for them to burst anybody down. Even with the Varian, Stukov, and Junkrat combo, they just can't seem to catch a break and get the burst. Gambling in a bit of trouble here. Oh, Crafty Devil looking for that. He manages to dodge that hook.
Stitches, I love how aggressive Mallow Oats is being right now. They were looking for just a little bit of an advantage there with that Stitches having that extended hook range. None of the enemy team is safe, even when they think they are.
Yeah, Crafty Devil really trying to earn his name here, being sneaky and coming around back and get the hook on that Vala. But this time it didn't pay off, but there's still time.
And with this Bruiser camp being the only thing on the map right now, I can only imagine the Stitches is looking, yeah, he is. He thought maybe he was going to be able to grab somebody there, but Dragoons are not there quite yet. They're just concerned about clearing this camp in the top lane.
Yeah, and they know that the enemy team has their level 16 talent tier, and if a fight were to break out there, they would be at a disadvantage. Not a humongous disadvantage, but a disadvantage nonetheless, especially Uther. Wait a minute. Uther took Tyr's Deliverance at level 16. I'm surprised. Usually you would take the talent that lets you be able to use the same ability twice. I can't remember the name of it just now. I'll have to look it up after this, but it lets you get double stuns.
Getting hooked, taking a lot of damage right out of the gate. Great Gus coming out from that Falstad, giving them the ability to secure the kill on that Junkrat. Right before these objectives come up. Wow, what a great pick for the side of Mallow Oats.
They have been enabling those hook gorges so well with those gusts. If it's not a gust, it's sorry, the Hand of Protection, or sorry, the Divine Shield from Uther.
Yeah. Stitches does have his hook up. He's looking at that Varian. Varian, once again, not the best hook target, but Greymane is able to get his bullet out on that Varian, and he is looking pretty low. Crispy in a bit of a precarious spot. He's taking a lot of damage. He's slowed. He's going to do his best with his shields, but he is going to be taken down, giving Mallow Oats. Oh, did that hook almost land? I didn't see.
That was right next to Gambling. Gambling wasn't even paying attention.
But now Mallow Oats is going to get this this objective pretty much for free now, totally uncontested. And Dragoons are going to set up for a defense against this next Immortal coming in.
That is
Crafty devil, you.
It is a tough defense to make at this point. That keep is definitely going to go down. I don't know if we can say much about whether it's going to get any further than that, but I mean, if they can get another hook combo the way that they have been, and all of their cooldowns are up, it's definitely a possibility here. Crafty Devil looking for another one, but falls into one of the Junkrat traps.
We got some pings coming out. They know that Stitches is there.
Stitch is just waiting for one of those hooks. He knows that his entire team is waiting to follow him up too. Yeah, it's only a 10-second cooldown.
Anticipating these hooks. Yeah, it's a pretty low cooldown, especially if he takes the hook talent at 20.
Yeah, I'm imagining he's going to be a master hooker here, but we're not. He might not even get to 20 if things get any more dire
that's
here.
how it's looking here.
Eyemaker still has Gust, I think. Crafty Devil's starting to get a little beat up, but the health pool that you get when you're playing the Stitches is just unreal. And this core is already down to 70% health. They can't keep ignoring this Immortal. It is going to finish them off.
Once again, that Gust coming out after the Gorge is going to finish off Chaos Pigeon, really just enabling his team to get those picks. This isn't looking too good.
5%, 2%, that's GG Mallow Oats moving forward in this bracket.
That was another very close series. Yeah, it really, I mean, the entire series, it could have been either teams.
Got any more cookies over there, Milk, you want to eat on stream?
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
That was a fun series to watch. I really like the draft that got pulled out by Mallow Oats there with an offlane Johanna. Johanna's such a strong pick. And Stitches actually works relatively well when you have somebody so strong as Johanna to act as basically a tank when the team fights really break out. I think that was a really strong play.
I have to say, I think that they have practiced that combo quite a bit. They just were able to pull it off time and time again. That Stitches hook into a Gorge, into a Gust, gusting the entire enemy team back, and just having the proper amount of damage to burst down whoever was gorged. It's just such a good combo.
Yeah, you can't discount just how hard they must have worked to get that down so perfectly. I think we got to give kudos to Mallow Oats here and usher them into the next round and congratulate them. I'm going to step away for a moment here, I think, talk to our staff and see what the plan is for the rest of the evening. And maybe we'll just go over how the brackets turned out and what the final matches are going to be for this tournament. So everybody hold tight for a moment here. We'll be right back.
a swing at a wrecking ball, and I prayed for my downfall, and I found a way to reconcile, 'cause in my heart it's not worthwhile. It's a bloody battlefield where some go down, others heal. In the end it's all the same. All you can do is play the game. Oh, do we say goodbye? Refuse to question why. I'd be sad to say I'm sorry, so lie. Pretend that you're okay. Swear that you will stay. Keep trying for one day. I'm sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. There's nothing left for me to hide. Don't wanna live a lie. Too many lows, too many highs. Too many things to criticize. And so I leave it all behind. Don't wanna live a lie. Life kept spitting at my feet and forced me down a dead-end street when all I had went up in flames, burning only dark remains.
All right, we are back with our final announcement of the night. I don't know if you guys saw those brackets that I had flashing up on screen while we were away. So both the upper and lower brackets have been completely filled out. All we have to do is play the final match of the lower and the final match of the winner. Unfortunately, we ran a little bit late today, and we're going to have to do that on another evening. Right now, the tentative date for that is June 29th at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. I can't thank the teams enough for having shown up here and having the patience to play through this extremely long day of HOTS. You guys are the real heroes.
They really are.
Milk, do you have anybody else you might want to thank?
I would like to thank the tournament organizers. They did such a good job. I mean, this was our first tournament that we put on, and there were a few little hiccups here and there. But ultimately, they really pulled through for us, really providing us with all of the resources that we needed to have a successful cast, and really giving us a chance to cast in the first place. It's been a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
We gotta also thank Cyan and Crispy, PSISTORM Gaming, the tournament mods who we just thanked, NGS community and the CCS community. And you already said it, but all of the players and the viewers, thank you for being here.
It's been a long day and we've had a lot of fun, but it wouldn't have been nearly as fun without you guys. So yeah, we can't double down on that enough. But I think we're gonna close out the stream here. I'm gonna bring up the brackets one more time, both upper and lower. Let you guys soak that in a little bit. You can also check it out at challenge.com. That link is going to be on the screen while I show those brackets. And we'll see you again soon. Hopefully everybody's able to show up on Wednesday night. We'll be making some posts to confirm that. Hopefully that date and time sticks. And hopefully you guys will stick around and catch it.
Nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks again, guys. See y'all later.
Have a great night.
independent source